If you want to experiment with going a little bit deeper into this practice or any practice, even if right now this isn't possible for you, but just to keep in mind for other meditation practices you listen to, there's something a little bit more powerful that can happen if you commit to being still and really just taking your time to get comfortable, like getting some kinks out or doing some stretching before, and then, and this is the whole purpose of asana yoga, like the postures of yoga. The whole purpose of taking postures is so that you can sit more stilly and fully in meditation. So keeping that in mind if that interests you at all, and getting to a place and then just making a commitment to yourself that you will stay still for the remainder of the session. But don't worry if you move. You're not like ruining anything. It's just a little like bonus if you want to try it out and just see what happens. So yeah, once you're in a comfortable position, you can check in with your spine. I find that that's the most helpful place to check in with the posture. Your shoulders' relationship to your hips. You can feel the space between your pelvic floor and the back of your throat and align those areas together, and with your hands or with your mind just kind of tracing that space from your pubic bone to your navel to your breastbone, your throat center, chin, nose, third eye, forehead, just feeling that center line of your body start to lengthen, straighten out. And if you're in a space where you feel safe to do so, you can allow the eyes to close at any time. And then marking your arrival today to this practice with a full, deep, cleansing breath. Taking an intentional, deep and slow inhale in through the nose and allowing your body to fill up with this air. And then pausing for just a moment when you are full and just noticing what that feels like. And without straining, whenever you need to, slowly let that air go. And then even once you think you're empty, see if you can just push a little bit more air out of you and truly empty yourself. And then pause in that emptiness and stillness. And allow the next breath to come as it needs to. And you can breathe like that a few more times, just exaggerating the 4 parts of your breath. The inhale, the pause, the exhale, and the pause. And at any point, you can release control over your breath or release guidance over the breath and step back and up into that role of the observer. And just simply observe the body breathing itself. And just start to check in with the face. Noticing any tension that might be in the face or in the head in general, maybe the jaw, the ears, hairline, the scalp, the forehead and eyebrows, even the nostrils and the chin. The cheeks, the eyelids, all those little muscles that will scrunch up when you close the eyes really tight or when you squint, and even letting those little muscles decompress. And you can even imagine the skin on your face and your head breathing. As your body inhales, just imagine all that air entering the surface of your skin, entering every pore on your skin and your head. And as you exhale, leaving, allowing the pores to close and decompress. And just remembering that your skin is an organ. It's the largest organ. And your skin is alive and breathes as well. So allowing the softness to start on the surface and then gradually sink in deeper into the muscles, into the bones. And bringing some attention to the inside of your mouth and allowing the tongue to relax, the teeth even, the gums, the roof of your mouth and the floor of your mouth, the insides of the lips and the outsides of the lips. And letting your awareness gradually travel down into your throat. And as you move down into the throat, you start to feel your neck soften. Allow the shoulders to drop down and away from the ears. And feel this sense of softness naturally spread down and across your collarbones, your shoulder blades, spreading down the arms, and through the wrists and into the hands. And just allowing the arms to be heavy and the full weight of your arms to exist. And just allowing all the muscles in the arms to feel like they're rolling off of the bones. And then bring your attention into your hands and allowing the same sense of release to spread in the muscles of your hands. Allowing for the natural curving of your fingers. And just treating your body just like any other force of nature. Fully stepping back from any sense of control or judgment over what you find, and moving into the witness, or staying in that role of the witness and the observer. And just becoming curious, coming at this from a curious perspective of how do your hands feel? Can you feel the pulse that's running through your hands? And maybe just by remembering the reality of your anatomy, remembering your heartbeat, feeling the rhythm of your heartbeat, maybe even hearing it, and then remembering all the veins that connect your heart to your hands, run down your arm and into your hands and your wrist. And remembering that there is a pulse there. And since it is inside of you, you have the ability to feel it. If we just get so quiet and so still, we can feel the natural functions of our body. It's kind of like when you go underwater, like deep into a pool, and you can really hear your heartbeat. And then start to bring some attention to your rib cage. And just allow your rib cage to rest and to do its natural function, which is hugging your lungs, protecting your heart, just protecting all of your insides. And just remembering the shape of your rib cage, and that sort of natural hugging shape. And just letting yourself be hugged, letting yourself be protected. Remembering that on a deep internal level, you are completely safe, completely held and protected, even if that is just by your own body. That is keeping everything that's inside, inside, and everything that's outside, outside. And as your body breathes in, feeling that hug get a little bit tighter. And as your body breathes out, relaxing into that love, into that support and protection. And letting your awareness start to move into the stomach and feeling all the muscles in the abdomen and even across your back just completely soften, letting them naturally protect your organs. And releasing the need to hold your stomach in any sort of way. And just allowing your stomach to fully relax and breathe in and out, rise and fall. You can let the hips soften into place, the pelvic floor, and the glutes. Allow the same sense of softness and release to spread down your legs. Just like in the arms, just allowing all the muscles to roll off of the bones. Treating your feet the same as we treated the hands. And just feeling, remembering the actual pulse that is running all the way into your toes. And just feeling the full shape of your body. Letting your awareness rest across the entire surface of your skin. And letting your full body be breathing. Letting the skin across your entire body breathe in and out. Feeling each pore on the skin gently opening as you inhale and gently close as you exhale. Just remembering this natural filter that your body has, where it keeps what's inside inside and what's outside outside, but it also has a filtration system where things that are okay for your body, may be beneficial to your body, can enter with ease, and things that don't belong inside your body can exit with ease. And just allowing yourself to let go now of anything that no longer serves you. Any repeating thought or any area of tension or pain within the body. First, accepting that it is there, bringing your awareness to the reality of what's happening inside of you. And then, if you are ready, only if you feel ready to do so, allowing that to go. And trusting that even if you're not ready right now to let go of pain, or maybe you're still working through the thought, even if this is not your time to let it go, trust that you will let it go when it is your time. And trust that everything happens exactly as it should, exactly when it should. And this is even more true when we take the time to tune in like this. We take the time to take inventory of what's going on inside, what's going on inside the mind and the body. And then that awareness becomes so powerful because we can then choose what we would like more of, what we like to allow to be inside of us, and what we don't really like or what doesn't serve us anymore. But it's not always that easy to let it go, but just by that first step, by acknowledging what we like, what we don't like, what is healthy, what is unhealthy, what is beneficial, what is hindering, just by sorting through and acknowledging, our body can oftentimes just take care of the rest for us. It's like sorting through your closet or your clothes, having a keep pile, a dump pile, maybe a fix pile or a donate pile, something we need to give. Can do the same sort of thing with what's going on in our inner worlds. And just by remembering that power, you can feel a hint of that again. And just letting all of your awareness come into your heart space. And just remember the intelligence of your heart. When something feels right to you, it's your heart telling you that. When something feels a little bit off, it's your heart. Your heart and your gut all communicating to your body of what is right for you and what isn't, what resonates and what doesn't. And sometimes this is a very subtle message, especially if we tend to numb a lot and cover things up. And other times it can be a very clear message, where we can strengthen the message and that relationship just by being aware of it. You're just remembering all of the love that exists in your heart, all the patience, gratitude, compassion, and knowing that this has to start from within you. You have to feel grateful for yourself, for your life, feel compassion for yourself, your past self, and your life, your experiences. And only when we feel it for ourselves can we then fully feel it for another. So remembering that self-love and self-care practices are not selfish, they are the opposite. And by healing ourselves and taking time for ourselves, that is what allows us to show up more fully for the world around us and our loved ones. So I'm going to read now from Inward. And you can just let your awareness rest wherever it wants to, and just notice how your body responds to the words. So what does it mean to live in love? It means to rise above judgment so that we may see the world and ourselves with eyes of compassion. It means allowing the wisdom of love to orchestrate our actions, to always seek to produce thoughtful movements that support the good of all beings, and to emit peace into the ocean of humanity with our every step. Living in love is allowing ourselves to move through life with an open heart, so that all may share in the gift of our goodwill and kindness. It is to ask ourselves, how would love heal this situation before we make our move? I want to live in a world where harm is not systemic, where love organizes society, where the earth is respected, and where life is valued above all else. Anyone who is willing to know themselves, to face themselves with honesty, and work toward loving themselves and all beings without condition, is a hero who is adding to the collective peace of humanity. Two things are true. People who truly know and love themselves cannot be hateful toward other people. The same way we are anchored and grounded by the earth is healed and nurtured by our unconditional love. So just letting those words settle within you, allowing anything that resonates and serves to soak in deeper, to permeate the skin, muscles, bones, cells, allowing the body to fully accept what is healing and helpful. And anything that doesn't serve or didn't resonate, just remembering that will naturally fall away from the body. So if it feels like something you want to do, you can place one or both hands on your heart. Or if the hands are feeling called to go anywhere else on the body, just letting that happen, trusting the natural intelligence of your hands and your instincts, knowing that the hands will go where they're needed most. And just remembering that all the love and healing power of your heart, remembering how that's connected to your hands. Remembering that your hands have the power to heal, to create, to play, to love. And if they're resting on your heart, really feeling the love from the heart pulsing into the hands, and the love from the hands pulsing back into the heart. And just remembering that you have the ability to feed your own love. And by loving yourself more fully and more deeply, you can then love everything else, everyone else, more fully and deeply. If you'd like to seal this practice with your hands in a prayer position at Heart Center, you can do so. Just letting your body rest in whatever position you feel called to rest in. And as you take a deep breath in, you can feel the body expanding a little bit fuller, feeling yourself get the biggest you've gotten so far today. And as you exhale, just allowing the head to bow, allowing yourself to fully empty as you give deep thanks and gratitude to your maker, your creator, whatever word you may have for that source of life that you've come from. Just giving thanks for your beating heart, for your ability to hear, to see, smell, taste, feel. Just knowing, remembering that these are all gifts. So giving thanks for the gifts that you have. Bowing to your ancestors, spirits, guides, angels, whatever word you might have for that love and guidance that's always around you. Bowing to everyone in this space who's completed this practice alongside you. But most importantly, bowing to yourself for listening, for showing up, for taking the time out of your busy life for this pure act of self-love and self-care. And may this act continue to heal you through the rest of your days and nights. And may you bring the same love into everything that you do and to everyone that you see. Namaste.